Through the course of this season of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy Slaton is attempting to rediscover who she is after going through a divorce. Her admirers have witnessed her embracing new hobbies and trying out new activities. The question is, however, what will take place when she returns to the classroom? A significant amount of quality time has been spent by Amy and Amanda together throughout the course of the most recent episodes. In light of the fact that the sisters have a history of being hostile toward one another, supporters are thrilled to see them getting along. As you continue reading, you will find out what happens when Amy and Amanda decide to enroll in a cooking school. Amy Slaton is really interested in broadening her horizons and gaining new knowledge. In tonight's episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters, viewers will get the opportunity to witness Amanda and Amy forming a bond while they are in the kitchen. With her shrimp Alfredo with white chocolate chips, Amy demonstrated her culinary prowess earlier in the season, and she boasted about her cooking ability. Despite the fact that viewers were astonished and outraged, it appeared like everyone who made an attempt enjoyed it. So how does she plan to deal with a steak? In the latest trailer for the show 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amanda and Amy can be seen preparing their steaks respectively. On the other hand, Amanda observes that her younger sister is not quite following the instructions that the teacher is giving. Amy is constantly determined to do things in her own unique manner. During the episode, Amanda can be heard laughing and saying, "It smells great, it looks great," but smells and looks can be deceiving on occasion. The moment Amy takes a bite of her steak, she exclaims, "Oh my damn!" She goes so far as to request that the instructor take a mouthful. The steak is a little on the tart side and a little heavy on the salt, but other than that, I think that it's somewhat palatable, the cook said in her own confessional. I think that it's somewhat palatable. It is clear that the TLC star is pleased with her newly discovered abilities. When they returned to the school, Amy couldn't contain her excitement as she talked about their grandma and how happy she would be of the steak. The fact that they are attempting something new is something that their grandmother would be incredibly proud of, says Amanda. After this cooking class, I'm feeling more confident just showing the teacher that you don't have to use the normal **** to make it delicious, Amy Slaton proudly tells the cameras in a confessional. It turns out that I'm not the only one who feels this way. I have been trying to figure out who Amy is ever since the divorce and everything else that has happened. But in a way, I am actually learning more about her. I have more potential than I did before. It never occurred to me that I could cook, and I certainly didn't believe that I could possess such a skill set. However, at this point, it's like, wait, I can do that. Are you looking forward to watching Amy Slaton participate in a new type of activity? What are your thoughts on her potential in the kitchen? In the comments section, you should be sure to add your own opinions and thoughts. Amy Slaton has always been a fan favorite on the hit reality series 1,000-Pound Sisters. From her ups and downs with her sister Tammy, to her struggles with weight loss, motherhood, and navigating the complexities of her personal life, viewers have watched Amy grow into a woman determined to change her life for the better. Yet, one of the most profound changes in Amy's journey came not through her weight loss, but through a decision she never thought she would make: going back to school. This decision, one that might seem a small step for most people, was a massive leap for Amy. After all, her life had been filled with obstacles from an early age, many of them deeply personal and difficult to navigate. But Amy Slaton has never been one to back down from a challenge. So when she decided to pursue an education, it wasn't just for the sake of self-improvement, it was to inspire others and prove that no matter the circumstances, you can always take the first step toward a new future. In this feature, we'll take a deep dive into Amy's decision to return to school, the challenges she faced along the way, and how this pivotal moment in her life fits into the larger narrative of the 1,000-Pound Sisters series. Chapter 1: The Unexpected Decision. For many people, going back to school is a natural progression in life. It's part of growing up, an expectation even. But for Amy Slaton, who had experienced her own set of difficulties growing up, the idea of returning to school was always a distant dream. Raised in a difficult environment, Amy's life was often filled with more immediate concerns than academics. Family struggles, her weight issues, and the pressure of adulthood all played a role in keeping her from pursuing higher education. Yet, when Amy gave birth to her son Gage, something clicked inside her. Motherhood brought a sense of purpose and clarity that had been elusive before. As she navigated her new responsibilities, she realized that she wanted more for herself and for her family. She wanted to be an example to her children, not just of perseverance, but of continuous learning and growth. I want my kids to know that no matter where you come from or how hard life can be, you can always better yourself, Amy shared during an emotional conversation with her sister Tammy. It was in that moment that Amy made the decision to return to school not just as a mother, but as a person who was determined to achieve more in life. Chapter 2. The struggles of going back to school. Amy's decision to go back to school was met with both excitement and hesitation. While she was eager to take on the challenge, she knew it wasn't going to be easy. The road to education for someone like Amy, who had been out of school for years, was not a simple one. One of the biggest challenges she faced was balancing her studies with her responsibilities as a mother. Gage was still very young, and Amy had to juggle not only his needs but also the pressures of being a reality TV star, managing her health, and working through the complex family dynamics with Tammy. "Going back to school is a lot harder than I thought," Amy confided in an interview. "It's not just about sitting in a classroom, it's about balancing everything else in life." Amy's struggles were not only logistical but emotional. The world of education had changed significantly since she last set foot in a classroom. Technology, teaching styles, and even the language of learning were all foreign to her. She had to work doubly hard to catch up with the curriculum, often relying on tutors and extra resources just to keep up with her classmates. But Amy wasn't one to back down from a challenge. She leaned into her support system, including her husband Michael and her sister Tammy, both of whom encouraged her to keep pushing forward. Michael in particular was incredibly supportive, often helping Amy with her assignments and giving her the emotional support she needed to stay motivated. "I know it's tough for you, Amy," Michael told her during one of their conversations, "but I believe in you. You can do this. Just keep going." Chapter 3. The Personal Growth Journey. Amy's journey back to school wasn't just about academics, it was about personal growth. Returning to education allowed Amy to reconnect with a part of herself that she had long neglected. It gave her an opportunity to expand her horizons and think beyond her previous limitations. As Amy delved into her studies, she found herself rediscovering her passions and interests. Though she hadn't planned on returning to school with a specific career path in mind, she found herself gravitating towards subjects like psychology and health sciences. She had spent much of her life battling her own body image issues and health struggles, and the idea of helping others who faced similar challenges became an increasing source of inspiration for her. In an episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy shared her thoughts on what she had learned through her education journey. "I never really understood how much I loved learning until now," she said. "It's been such a big change for me, and it feels good to finally be doing something for myself, something that could help me build a future." As Amy's confidence grew, she also began to see how her decision to go back to school was impacting those around her. Tammy, who had been struggling with her own weight loss and health issues, began to see her sister in a new light. The determination and drive that Amy exhibited sparked something within Tammy, and the two began to support each other in ways they hadn't before. "You've got this, Amy," Tammy said in a touching moment on the show. "If you can go back to school, then I can work on myself too. We're in this together." This shift in their relationship was a pivotal moment for both sisters. While their bond had often been strained by jealousy and rivalry, Amy's decision to pursue education provided a new dynamic to their relationship, one based on mutual respect and encouragement. Chapter 4. Balancing Fame and Education. As Amy navigated her academic life, she also had to contend with the unique challenges that came with being a reality TV star. The cameras that followed her through her daily life were not always the most welcome addition to her school experience. There were moments when she found it difficult to focus on her studies because she was also trying to live up to the expectations placed on her as a public figure. "I love doing the show, but sometimes it gets in the way of what I really need to focus on," Amy admitted. "When I'm trying to study for a test and there are people following me around with cameras, it's hard to stay in the zone." However, Amy quickly learned how to use her platform in positive ways. She began sharing her educational journey with her fans on social media, offering glimpses into her study sessions, her struggles, and her triumphs. Her fans rallied around her, offering words of encouragement and support that motivated her to keep pushing forward. "I never realized how many people were rooting for me," Amy said in a reflective moment. "It makes me feel like I'm not alone, that I've got this community behind me." In many ways, Amy became a role model for others who were watching her from afar. Her story demonstrated that it's never too late to pursue your dreams, no matter how old you are or what obstacles you face. And by using her fame to inspire others, Amy was able to turn the challenges of being in the public eye into a source of strength. Chapter 5: The Road Ahead. As Amy's academic journey progressed, she began to see the fruits of her labor. She had made significant progress in her studies, and her confidence continued to soar. But as with all journeys, there were still challenges ahead. Amy's weight loss journey was ongoing, and she faced setbacks in her personal life that threatened to derail her progress. But rather than giving up, Amy pushed forward, knowing that the road to success was never a straight line. "I've had a lot of setbacks in my life," she said, "but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I've got my goals and I'm going to keep going." Amy's decision to go back to school has become a symbol of perseverance and hope. It's a reminder that no matter where you come from or what struggles you've faced, there is always the potential to change your life. Through her courage, determination, and the support of her family, Amy Slaton is proving that it's never too late to start anew. In the future, Amy hopes to use her education to make a difference in the lives of others, particularly those who struggle with weight loss and body image issues. "I want to help people who feel like they can't do it," she said, "because if I can do it, then anyone can." Amy's journey is far from over, but one thing is clear: she is no longer just the star of 1,000-pound sisters. She is a woman on a mission, proving that with hard work, determination, and a little bit of help from your loved ones, you can accomplish anything.